Hey friends! It's been about 2 weeks since I made a little video. I know a couple weeks ago I was talking about my intention for this lunar cycle for the astrological new year for this season of spring, the time of rebirth, and my intention for this time is to focus on things that make me feel free and to do more of that. I know I've been feeling a lot of overwhelm and just a desperate need to feel free. I've always had this unquenchable thirst for freedom. That is just the epitome of who I am. And it gets stronger every day. And every day I seem like less and less able to cooperate with the world around me that does not feel free. So, with that said, looking back on these last couple weeks of, intention of I'm going to be more free, I'm going to do things that make me feel free more, and it's been such a chaotic couple weeks with the Mercury retrograde that I've just really felt like crazy and trying to lay low and honor this time of slowing down and rest. And so, with that being said, I have been hula hooping more, and I made a point to dance and sing. Still not nearly as much as I feel like I should be doing, but I know that those things bring me a lot of joy, and they're definitely huge parts of my life. So I'm grateful that I made it a point to do that a few times over the last couple weeks. That being said, I still feel like there's a lot more that I could be doing, and baby steps, right? So we're getting there. Making these videos, even though I've only done a handful, has been a really great way for me to check in with myself, because even though I journal, sometimes, not as much as I should, I don't always come back to, okay, what was my intention? What have I done to work towards that? And so I'm not really keeping tabs on myself. But I feel like this is a good way. This is a better way for me to do that. This is an easier way for me to do that for whatever reason. So one thing that I've learned is that by doing the things that make me feel free so much more than the rest of the world, it seems like, not the rest of the world. There are definitely some people out there doing what they want to do all the time. And hell yeah. But I still, in my immediate surroundings and in my daily experience, the people that I interact with and talk to or see, it's like I feel significantly more free than them in comparison. You can't compare this, I know, but I've chosen and created a life that allows me to do what I want to do more often than a lot of people. And for some reason, I personally, maybe in general we tend to do this, but I personally tend to feel guilty, like I'm doing something wrong. And I was giving myself a Reiki treatment the other day, and it was awesome. Definitely enjoy it a lot. I get little messages and downloads and a lot of peace. But one of the messages that I received was that I feel bad for whatever reason when I say screw the structure and the order in the world that we've created. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because it doesn't align with what I've been taught or what I've been told is right. So I feel like I'm committing a crime. No, I don't want to do that. That's putting life in a box. I hate boxes. They freak me out. I literally can't force myself into any more boxes. I'm literally breaking them all down and taking them to the recycle, and I'm not accepting anymore into my life. The way that I think and function is not inside a box, and I simply cannot fucking fit inside one. And I cannot fit my experiences inside one. And the lifestyle that I want does not fit inside one. So I am not, can't do it. Don't like boxes. So the more that I step away from boxes and doing what I think I should be doing, or what society tells me I should be doing, or what I have been, what my mind has been molded to believe that I should be doing, the more I step away from that, the more guilt I feel. Oh, that doesn't align with the way my mind has been molded. That must be wrong. I feel bad. And that's not how we should feel when we're breaking free and when we're doing what we really want to do. When my heart speaks up and is like, Natalie, that thing over there, go do that. And I'm like, oh no, we should go to a 9-to-5 that we don't like to make more money. Bah, fuck. Like, those thoughts still come up in my brain, and like, I haven't had a 9-to-5 in probably coming up on 2 years. Oh my god, it's coming up on 2 years! Woo! Wait, 1 year? It's been a minute. I'll have to do the math later. Because this girl does not just fucking do math all the time for fun. So these thoughts still come up in my head as a should, as a safety net, as a small-minded or fear-based thought. And I don't want to say small-minded. Can we pretend I didn't say that? Fear-based thought. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to entertain my fear-based thoughts or let them drive my actions. My actions are not fueled by fear. And it takes a lot of practice and awareness to notice, like, oh, that's a fear-based thought. Oh, that is a pattern that I have been given, not a pattern that I consciously created. I don't want to continue feeding this pattern. I'm going to put a triangle where there used to be a square or a swirly, and this pattern is now going to shift. There's going to be a break, and I'm going to go in a different direction because I need to be free. And I want the entire world to be free, and my best contribution is to free myself. So anyway, we could ramble about all the ramblings all day, but what I've noticed is that when I try and turn my chin away from all of these, like, societal accepted lifestyles, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And that's my brain, that's my mind, which is a really great tool. But that is my mind not being in alignment with my heart. And my heart is like, no, that's doing something right. And so I have to get those two to kind of agree. And how do I do that? By doing the things that make me feel free. Those small steps that I can take now. I can't just change my entire lifestyle right in this very second. It's a process. It takes time. But even just doing those little things in my day-to-day life that make me feel free, I notice, like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. For example, a few weeks ago, I have Mondays off generally, and a few weeks ago, I was saving this Monday, like, I have appointments, like, too many appointments. Can you tell that I don't handle, like, human structure in normal life well? Too many appointments! But no, like, I literally, like, I'm like, I have to schedule appointments for different things all the time, and they're good things. It's health stuff. It's good stuff. But I very intentionally was like, I often schedule it on Monday. I'm off. That's when other people are in their places to do their appointments, so, but I was just so fed up with the fact that all I ever do is schedule my Mondays away for appointments, and I never hike anymore. And this last year, Jared and I, like, hardly hiked in comparison to other years. And while we've seen an increase in our productivity in terms of, like, running Jared and Natalie business stuff and productivity in other parts of our lives, right? Our hiking to turn up some knobs, you got to turn down some knobs. So we turned down the hiking knob, which has been like first world problems, but yeah, it's been tough. And I was like, I'm done. We're going hiking. I'm going. Trees. And I didn't schedule anything on that day. Well, guess what? Monday comes around, and I was so just like stressed out by other errands I needed to run and just adult things that I needed to do that I was like, okay, let's get all this stuff done and then maybe we'll like go to a park or something, which didn't fulfill what my soul really needed. We didn't have time to go to the park anyways. We literally were running around all over God's creation and like shopping. Like I hate shopping. I hate stores. Okay, anyway. So that being said, this past Monday, 2 weeks later, I was like, we're going outside. We're going to the ocean. We're just going to wake up, get in the car. We're just going to get lost. We're just going to get in the car and we're just going to drive. And wherever the universe takes us is where the universe takes us. But like in the back of my mind, I kind of knew I was going to the ocean. But I feel better mentally about it if I don't have a destination. So we got in the car. Hi, babe. Oh, shoot. Look at Jared's new haircut. Come here.
Yeah, I look good.
Yeah. Look at this stud. What a babe. Check it out. Looking good.
Right.
Getting all ready to go to New York. Jared's got a gig this weekend at, do you know what it's called?
I don't.
I don't know what it's called. He's flying to New York on Friday and doing a sound bath at this like build your own retreat thing in New York City, which sounds super rad. So anyway, super excited for Jared. He just got his hair did to go do the thing. Moving up in the world, flying to New York for events. Woo! Anyway, so I saved my Monday and I did the thing. I got in my car and I went to the ocean. And I kid you not, like before I even got out of bed, mind chatter. I should do this instead. I should do that instead. I really shouldn't go to the beach today because X, Y, and Z. I really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't. I planned this time. I carved this time out. I set aside this day for me, for my own nourishment, for my soul, for my heart, for my every health, every body, all of it, okay? Especially this crazy noggin. So why am I still sitting there telling myself, like, no, you'd better stay in Seattle in the concrete jungle that's driving you fucking crazy all the time. You'd better stay here and do this and do that and do this and do that, because that's what you should do. And so by the time I'm like getting up and getting ready to go to the ocean, I'm like having, I don't know, panic attack after anxiety attack after 5-year-old temper tantrum after fist fight with myself, and literally it's my day off to go to the beach and do exactly what I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I still find a reason to feel wrong about it because I should do other things. And so that is something that I've been noticing a lot of, and that I'm finally doing what makes me feel free, right? Leaving, getting out of the city, getting in my car and just driving. And what I realized when I was driving, like, I got out of the city and all of those like angry, cloudy, chaotic thoughts about should and what I'm doing is wrong, those thoughts kind of they stayed in Seattle as I drove away. And I started to feel so present, like crystal clear, me in the car, me in the road, me in the universe. It's just me in the present moment right now. And I meditate every day. I do yoga every day. I give myself time. I create so much space in my life to be mindful and to practice being present. And I'm so terrible at it. Like, my whole life goes by and I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I mean, today I do because yesterday I went to the ocean. But for the most part, I don't remember a lot of my life, and I'm not present for it anyways. I'm so concerned and caught up in my future and planning the next step and planning my life and organizing my life. And it's so draining and not conducive to my inner world and my health and my well-being. It just it doesn't align. That kind of lifestyle does not align with me being at my best. And when I stepped outside of that, it was like, seriously, I was like literally fighting myself, just trying to get in my car and drive and go to the ocean. And I promised myself I would do this because I didn't do it 2 weeks ago, and I was losing my mind. Like, I really needed that day. And it took me getting like an hour out of the sight of the city to really like calm down and say, wow, I feel so free right now. Oh my gosh, I'm finally doing that thing. I'm doing that thing I said I was going to do 2 weeks ago. I said, I'm going to do more things that make me feel free. It's a new cycle. I'm going to dedicate myself to this. I'm going to be freer. And this is like the first time that I've actually been like, I did it. I feel so free right now. I feel so good sitting in my car, driving down the highway, listening to music, talking to Jared. My heart was just exploding. And I know that, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, that is very consistent. Like, I often drive or sit in a car and listen to music and just talk to Jared, and I'm like the happiest person ever. So, that being said, it was like a huge wake-up call, like a huge smack in the face. Like, you are manifesting this van life, Natalie, and look how happy you are just in your CRV, going a couple hours away for a few hours. We sat at the beach for an hour and a half, and I just stared at it. And I was like, everything makes sense now. I see water. Life is okay. You know, and I needed that so much, and I can be way more productive in the rest of my life and way more just capable and able to human, you know, we'll see really how that goes. But like, the fact that I had so many thoughts of don't go to the beach, you really should do X, Y, and Z instead. And it took me like literally just getting an hour away from all of my responsibilities to have that moment with the universe, to have that moment of like, I'm present right now. Holy shit. I meditated for 20 minutes before we left this morning. I wasn't present then. And it was just a really big like confirmation from the universe. Like I felt completely one with the universe. Not doing anything exciting. Not like in this crazy flow state dancing or singing or something. You know what I mean? Literally just driving. Just felt so connected and in the flow of the universe. Like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Wow. The one thing that I couldn't bring myself to do. The one thing that makes me feel free. And it's just a process, something I've got to work on, you know, forcing myself to do those things. Like, why is it a battle? Why do I have to force myself to do the things that I want to do? And when I force myself to do the things that I don't want to do, I have this like same crazy reaction. I have the same stress, you know, like I don't want to be doing this. Why am I forcing myself to do it? Oh, because I should. So that should, or like I have to, is trying to control what I want to do. Or that idea, you know what I mean? That mental pattern of like, I should do this. But like my heart isn't in alignment with the things that I really think I should do. But my mind has been trained and molded to believe that this is the only lifestyle that is acceptable or that is honorable or worthy. But my heart is like, no, there's another lifestyle out there, and it might be, you know, a whole new territory that I have to figure out on the way, but like, let's go figure that out. And I have to just get my brain on board. And it's a constant practice of, you know, being aware like, oh, my brain's not on board. Come on, brain. come down into the heart. We're going to go anyway, and you're going to be just fine. Actually, you're going to love it, I promise. Because as soon as I got away from this, my brain was totally in alignment with where my heart was. And it was like, oh, yeah. This is it. I feel completely at one with the universe. I feel completely in alignment with my heart and my soul. And I don't know how I'm going to, again, I don't know what it looks like to make this my life all the time, but yeah, that was what I needed. So do more things that make you feel free. Trust your heart. Tell your brain to just, like, go down there. When things don't line up, I like to just drop my awareness down into my heart and breathe there and sit there and feel that, because I know that this guidance has never led me wrong, ever. This guidance is why I'm here in Seattle right now, and I love Seattle, and my life has just exploded since I moved here. And so now my heart is telling me again, like, you loved Seattle? Oh, you love Seattle? Girl, you gonna love what's next. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. My brain's like, oh, it's scary. There's no boxes when you go out there. But my heart's never liked boxes. My brain hasn't either. You know, society just told you that boxes were part of life, and now I have to, like, unlearn that. Well, I've never really quite learned that boxes were a part of life, but because I've been told that boxes are a part of life, my brain feels bad about saying you're wrong for me. Boxes are not a part of my life. Anyway, Jared leaves on Friday to go to New York for this thing, and then he's going to take a Greyhound down to Pennsylvania and pick up our van. We have found our van, and yeah, I'm really excited to officially call myself the owner of a Sprinter here in a few days, so hell yeah, I'm excited. Do things that make you feel free. Do those things. Do those things. Do those things. If you figure out how to tell when the resistance to life is here or here, or how to pause yourself in the midst of, like, a freak out and be like, where is this coming from? If you figure that out, I will take all the notes. Like, I'll post Post-its all over my house. Definitely here and open for answers and wisdom from my tribe. And yeah, those are your ramblings for the day. Happy full moon just happened. Excited to continue on this process of freeing myself in every way and opening my heart to all of the experiences in the universe. Much love. So much love. All you beautiful beings. Please feel free to reach out, like and subscribe. I am, like, in search for community right now. Like, I just want to connect with people. I want people who are going through similar things or completely different things, but just, like, on my level to talk to so bad. So please feel free to reach out to me. So much love to all of you in the whole wide world. Namaste. Blessings.